Hi everyone. I don't know what that was. Just heard a weird noise. Okay. Okay. Weird things happen all the time around here. So today is a special reading. So today, hopefully, if I remember right, because I forget sometimes, this should be posted on Easter Sunday. I usually do a short. I'll probably do a short too. But I just wanted to do a special spread that I created. I call it the Butterfly Tarot Spread. I may go ahead and put it online depending on how well it works, but we'll see. It might need some tweaks, so I like to guinea pig. I use it on myself, and I don't mind using it for you guys too. So it gives me a lot of practice. So Butterfly Tarot Spread is about a lot of transformational changes. That's what it's about, changes, and that's exactly what a butterfly represents, but also the fact that it's Easter and spring is coming up, and this is a time of transformation. That's a time when we get rid of winter and there's a lot of new growth and a lot of blossoming and just a really beautiful time. So I have pulled 5 cards for you with this Butterfly Tarot Spread, and I have a couple of oracles. I'm trying to keep everything pretty colorful because I'm just thinking of all those colorful Easter eggs. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. So we're going to start in the middle. It says, what changes are coming into your life? Well, it's the world. Apparently, this is a new cycle beginning for you. And I say what changes. It's hard to read that. And, you know, I don't mind pulling, that was me making noise, sorry. I don't mind, you know, pulling out a clarity card. So let's clarify that. Let's clarify the world card. Whoop, and we got something right away. Oh, okay. So I'm just going to put it on top of the world card here. Hopefully you can see that. It's the 9 of coins, 9 of pentacles. So you have a new cycle beginning with these changes, with Easter, with spring starting. It's going to be a new cycle. So one cycle comes to an end, a new one begins. So what changes are coming into your life? Apparently abundance. Look at that, spring, all these beautiful flowers, and the 9 of Pentacles. It's a time of more independence and, you know, your ability to have the safety and security to take care of yourself. You don't have to depend on anybody. I really love it. It's like my single person card. It doesn't mean you're single, but it just means like you're taking care of business and you're getting it done. Whether you're in a relationship or not, whether you're with family, you're able to take care of your own family. It's a beautiful thing. So I love this. A lot of abundance coming in. So I don't know what's changing necessarily. Like for you, each of you are different. And everybody who finds this video is going to have a different situation happening. But what can I pick up on the changes for some of you? I think the changes that some of you may have recently become single and you're loving it. Because, you know, being in a relationship, you're always having to communicate, to compromise on things. And, you know, when you're single, your money is yours. You can do what you want. You can pay your bills whenever you want. Nobody can tell you what to do. You can eat and drink and sleep and go out, stay in. You take your shower, go to bed whenever you want. It's your choice. So, like, you're taking life, you know, I want to say by the horns. By the balls is not really a great analogy. But you guys, you're having fun right now. You're having fun. You're doing whatever you want to do because that's what you want to do. It's your prerogative. That's what I want to say. I love that. So abundance is coming in as well. So I don't know if maybe some of you have changes like a new job coming in. Some of you may be coming and going from relationships, but it's a good thing because you're on a healing path right now. For those of you coming out of them, you're coming into this strong single independence where you're taking care of yourself and you're happier because you weren't in a good situation. And you're better off being alone until you find someone who appreciates you and treats you with respect. You know, finding the right person is not an easy task. So you guys you're gonna do you until you find somebody that just fits into your world and vice versa. When you find that person that enriches your life, then you can pursue that. Some of the changes I get is some of you are doing so well, being single, independent, doing your thing, that you have this natural ability to attract to you And you're attracting a lot of, a lot of eyes, a lot of head turning. So as for relationships, you might be making new friends, being social, but you might also be attracting some suitors of some sort. I don't know what the female versus suitoress is. That's probably not right. But you're definitely attracting the eye of some sort. You're swiveling heads. So you're getting attention. You're getting attention because you naturally have this beautiful glow about you. Like your energy is so good. You're high vibing. So when you do that and the vibrations are so high, you're going to start attracting what you most desire. So some of you are attracting like, abundance to take care of yourself, like financial, but you're attracting in, new friends and maybe new relationships, new jobs, new everything. Maybe you're finding something new passion in life that you enjoy doing. And simply some of you could just be gardening. I don't know. If you like to garden, go ahead. So that's what changes are coming into your life right now. So there's a lot of beautiful abundance coming in for you, however that looks to you. Just, try to recognize it, be aware of it when you find it. You're like, oh, wow, this happened and this is great. And then show your gratitude. And that'll keep it coming. So our number 2 card is up here. And it says, what more do you desire on your path? Well, you desire action, clearly. The Knight of Blades, you're in your head about it. I think you want more live action because you think a lot about doing things, but you guys are desiring so much more than that. Like you're wanting to go with your goals, and I don't know what you're wanting. Like some of you maybe desire like, oh, I wish I could meet people and do stuff, but I'm antisocial, or, I'm introvert. I can't go out and do that. Or, I don't think I have the skills for this great job I want. Well, let's try to avoid the I can't. It's good to be realistic about what your skills are and if you actually qualify, but it never hurts to try either. Even if, you don't hear back or you're rejected, like, hey, at least you tried, right? I mean, no harm, no foul. So I would say, you've got to get out of your head. You're desiring a lot more than this, but you're only thinking about it. And this card tells me that you need to start doing it. So start taking that first step. Put yourself out there. It can be a small step, but put yourself out there. So whatever it is that you're wanting to do, let's just take the first step and then go from there. And then take the second step and just keep doing it as you go and as you're comfortable until you actually have put your desires, that you have a plan, an active plan that you're actually going out and doing to get what you want. I think that's a great thing. That's a simple message right there. And then the third card is over here. And this was interesting, very interesting. What must you shed for you to make progress? Okay. Well, 7 of Blades is my deception card, but it doesn't have to be. I actually got something a little bit different. For one, some of you may be lying to yourself, or maybe not lying to yourself. I don't want to say delusional, but sometimes we do delude ourselves because we're thinking, oh no, things are fine. We're going to be good. But it's time to, spring is here. Like we can't be all cooped up inside saying everything's good. I'm good as I am. No, you're not. You're wanting to take action. You're thinking about it, but you haven't actively done it. So it's time to take some physical action and get out and do whatever it is you're going to do. So maybe you're not being honest with yourself. Some of you may not be, but also something that occurred to me with this is that, there's a lot of thoughts. You may be carrying a lot of guilt. Maybe because you're like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, but I'm not doing it. And then you're like, you're berating yourself because you're like, well, I intended to do this, but I still haven't done it. And you're like, why am I not doing this? Like, I can't remember, life gets busy and we just get kind of chaotic and hectic. Kind of like the way I talk on here sometimes. And I'm like, did I even finish that sentence? And then I'm thinking back going, oh my gosh, I need to start being better. So I have to work on myself too, guys. But yes, there's definitely something here about being honest with yourself. Like, what is it you got to let go of? And if you need to release the guilt in order to make progress, then do that. Stop feeling guilty. You know what? We all work at our own pace, and sometimes we get delayed, we get distracted. A lot of things happen. So it's okay. Let go of that and just keep working towards your goals. Everybody works at their own pace. Again, I'm repeating myself, but I'll say it as many times as you need to get it. Let the guilt go. So then we go to number 4. We have what rebirth will take effect for you. Well, this is great. I see somebody who is opening up with their emotions, being more social, but I feel like you're going to be a lot more giving of your time and energy. Instead of staying home, you know that you absolutely need, for your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, you need to get outside. You need to get social with people. Even if you're alone, you can go out and take a walk and feel 10 times better than just staying in. I know that for me, because as much as my back hurts, I go out and walk 4.5 miles, and I listen to music, and I just allow my thoughts to flow, and I get great ideas when I'm out there too. So let's stick with that. And if you don't walk, whatever it is you do, go do. You want to go be in the garden? Be in the garden. And if you're in the house, like if you love cooking or painting or whatever you want to do, just make sure you get in and out. Make sure you breathe some fresh air. Get at least 15 minutes of sunlight for your vitamin D. And then, if your friends invite you out to a picnic or something like that, go. If there's a festival, go. Find somebody to pal around with. It's going to be very good for you in all the ways, for your body and mind and your soul. Your spirit is going to light up. This is 6 of Cups is a very generous, giving card. So I feel like these are the attributes that are really going to come out. You really are going to give so much of yourself, and you're going to start finding that you enjoy it. May find a new passion. So you're kind of going to be reborn into oh wow, I'm more social than I ever thought I would be, and I never thought I would get into helping to feed the hungry, volunteering my time doing this, or I never thought I'd be out here start painting all these things, and then suddenly people are oh wow, I want to buy that from you, and thus you have a new hobby or a new job. Who knows? You could become an artist. But I just feel like beautiful things happen, and this is what causes changes. It says we change our routine and our pattern, and then suddenly, boom, here we are. And the 5th card, it's kind of funny. I said, how will this transformation help you adapt? Of course, I get the Death card. That is transformation. The Death is going to be the end of some of your old habits. So, yeah, you're going to end up this old routine, old habits. Sometimes we just need a shake up. Think of a snow globe. Everything settles, and we're settled there for so long that nothing is moving. We're stagnant. Then we shake it all up, and then it's oh, wow, all the glitter or snow or whatever's in that snow globe is all shook up, and it's swirling around, and it's beautiful, and it all kind of settles in a different way, and it's new again. So same thing goes for this. This is a transformative card. And you see the look on this ghost face. He's like, oh, okay. So I feel like it's going to change your perspective, and it's going to help you to see things in a different light. The same thing. I think I just said that twice. It will change your perspective, but your views are going to change. You're going to look at things differently once you start experiencing them. Hopefully that makes sense. But it definitely, and it's going to help you adapt, because you're going to find yourself loving being out in the sun more, being around people, socializing more. You're looking at you're looking at who you used to be, going, that's not who I am anymore. You're still authentically you, but you're growing. And I think that's beautiful. So, with that being said, let's see what your oracle cards say. Oh, yeah. I love this. Okay, so the naughty oracle is number 35. It says, shitting rainbows kind of day. It says, release guilt. What did I tell you? Release that guilt. Don't lie to yourself. Let go of whatever it is. If you're feeling guilty over something, yeah. And, try being more positive and things. Gotta let go of the bad days. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the things that were holding you back. There's a lot of things you got to shed. And sometimes when you let it go, it just feels so much more light on your shoulders. So, shitting rainbows kind of day. So, releasing that guilt. It's number 35. That reduces to 8. So, we're back to the strength card, because 8 represents strength. I think that's beautiful too. Some decks switch the Strength and the Justice card, which would be 8 and 11. So if they switched, 8 can sometimes be Justice. And that can be a karma card. And karma balances out in a beautiful way. So whatever's been going on with you, like, you know, it's all dark clouds up here. But then, you know what? Rainbow. The sun's coming out and the rainbow's coming out. And the skies are clearing and the grass is green. It's such a beautiful, colorful card, despite the guy on the toilet. So I think that it's, you know, you're going to draw from a lot of strength and just go, you know what? I'm going to take this next step to change my life. Little changes. You don't have to be drastic. It can be little things that you change up. Just change up your routine. Maybe go to a different coffee shop, you know, go running in a different park, or, you know, visit new places with friends and just go, let's try this place, you know, hole-in-the-wall restaurants. Whatever it is that you do, just do it a little bit different. Like, be spontaneous. That's what I'm getting. The more spontaneous. You don't have to do it all the time. It's good to plan things. But you can plan and then be spontaneous if you're out and about and going, oh, let's just do this, you know. It doesn't have to be wild. And lastly, I do have a secret language of color card here. I love this one. It's lavender. Connect to body, mind, and soul, number 44. And I love this because 44 reduces to 8. We're back at strength. Isn't that funny? How it all reduces down to 8. It's interesting. So there's a lot of strength here. You just be strong. Spring is full of changes, but they're usually beautiful changes and a lot of growth. And I love this because this is very springy. Lavender is beautiful and you can smell it almost. I can almost get the scent of that. But I love the color and everything too. It just reminds me all this fresh green and purple. And connecting your body, mind, and soul is exactly what you're doing here. This is exactly what these changes are doing. You're connecting them together. And instead of just being in your thoughts, you know, like the Knight of Blades up here, you're going to take physical action. Physical, emotional, mental action. Not just think about it, but you're going to do it. Actually do it. So I hope these cards were helpful to you. I hope you have a wonderful Easter, whether you celebrate it or not, or Ostera. I can't remember if I say it right. But whether it is religious, pagan, whatever it is, you know, I'm wide open. You know, whatever you're celebrating, I just hope you have a wonderful beginning to your spring. Until next time, guys. Bye.